Hey yo, intro check, let's go!
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they're getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style from me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut.
Hey, what's up? If you like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and slash that like button. And also, please, if you like what I do and the content I produce and you want to get down with the family, you know what to do. Annihilate that subscribe button. Also, hit that post notification bell. And while you're at it, leave me comments down below. And oh yeah, by the way, welcome back. My name is Mark. Let's go. Hey yo, Stormzy, you're next up on the docket, and I cannot wait to get into this reaction. We're going to be reacting to Stormzy's Superheroes, and we're going to see if the verdict is if this is a bop or a flop. So I want to just cut all the semantics and the pleasantries and just dive right into this reaction because I love Stormzy. I think he is so dope and such a boss, so let's get into it. Oh, I love the animation. I love that he's doing like a cartoon type of vibe.
Don't die on me. I said, young black king, don't die on me.
Woo!
You my brother, you my keeper, I need you to keep an eye on me. And no more fighting on the streets, walking around with all this pride on me.
Okay, so before I get deep into this reaction, I definitely want to give a shout out to my favorite actor, one of my favorite actors who I've been following since Lincoln Heights. May he rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. And this is what this represents to me, with Chadwick Boseman playing Black Panther and just basically being able to finally see a black man, a strong black man such as Chadwick Boseman, bring blackness and beauty to a superhero for somebody for us to look up to. And I love that and I appreciate that. And then I also appreciate Stormzy for doing a song like this and also starting his intro in that way of speaking about black kings and not giving up and just stay fighting and things like that. I love that, and it just shows how much of a king Stormzy is as well and a superhero. But let's get back into it.
You my brother, you my keeper, I need you to keep an eye on me. And no more fighting on the streets, walking around with all this pride on me.
Hey.
Tough for us already, know that you can still rely on me. Please, just stay alive for me. And my young black queens don't quit now. Yeah, you're the only ones that got us, I could never let my sis down.
Oh.
You've been too strong for too long, yet still you never sit down. Wow, that's the power of...
And I love that he's pointing that out because black women are basically the most disenfranchised and most disrespected out of everyone. Like they're almost like forgotten and like casted off, and we don't really give them the recognition that they deserve. And I love that he's putting that in this song as well too, and showcasing that black women can also be superheroes and black men, and if they stick together and be there for each other, that's dope. Let's get back into it.
For too long, yet still you never sit down. Wow, that's the power of your love, and then it's worthy of a king's crown. And still you never let your kings down. Even though more time we don't deserve it. The picture isn't pretty, but it's perfect.
Ooh.
Tedious question, so then I curve it. Serena or Venus, the way I serve it.
Hey,
I'm out with the black man, the way I sell books. I jump on the stage and then the world looks. All that banging on my door had my girl shook. Like, sorry officer, I only sell hooks. Leave me alone. Every little L I took, I held it close to home. Live and you learn, they'll always hate me for my tone. For the shade of my skin and not the courage in my bones. Now I'm misunderstood and I'm feeling like Nina Simone. The way I told the world would have thought that I was Sims. See her on stage, I know that women can be kings. I know that they're overlooking what you bring. I know it's all good, but it's just the little things. Black queen, you're immaculate.
Woo. Yes, they are.
It's coming like the world ain't ready for your magic.
Oh,
yet.
he represents Little Sim. Shout out.
And that was never your fault, man. I guess they couldn't hack it yet. World domination, and you ain't even taking off your jacket yet. Woo. So effortlessly fabulous. And my young black kings, I hope it pays off. Go and show them what you're made of.
Hey, come on.
Trying to scare us with some things that we are no longer afraid of.
Fact.
Superheroes, let me see you take off. I pray you never take your cape off. Even though more time we don't fly straight, but trust me, bro, I promise we gon' die great. Our burdens are heavy, but we ain't lightweights. Our parents were legends, they had to migrate. So that's the reason not to sit around and chat. I'm from the place where Michael Dapper made a smash hit, where you can be a rapper if you rap it. They're screaming what a flipping time to be a black Brit. We so alive, whole world wanna.
Okay, I love that Stormzy is snapping on here, and this is what I love about Stormzy, because he speaks so much of substance and he's so woke as an artist, even though he sometimes has to he deviates sometimes and goes into his bag and getting those smash hits and things like that, but you can always guarantee that he's going to sit there in any type of song that he does insert some type of woke message in there or something of substance that you can actually gravitate towards. Like every song that I've listened to, at least personally for me, that Stormzy has done, there has been some element of substance, and I appreciate that from him as an artist, which is why it makes him one of my most favorite artists in the UK, along with like Dappy and Bugsy Malone and those artists like that. But I just love that Stormzy just has that woke mentality, that of substance mentality, and doesn't allow anything to leave his lips and his tongue unless it has value and adds value. And I love that, and I love the message in the video and everything behind this. The production, everything is A1. Let's get back into it.
The place where Michael Dapper made a smash hit, where you can be a rapper if you rap it. They're screaming what a flipping time to be a black Brit. We so alive, whole world want our demise, but no we ride. Try to push us all to the side, we know our rights. Now we get the whole of the pie, then go inside. When you see that Mercury flag in the sky, just know it's sad. The way I topped the charts, would have thought that I was Dave. I am young, black, beautiful and brave. Know that they're overlooking what we gave. I don't do good, so we pray for better days. Pray they're better than before. Young black king, you are everything and more. I know one song's not enough to settle scores, but from the bottom of my heart, man, I hope you're getting yours. Man, I hope you're getting yours. Young black queen, get your shine on. All I see is innovators and a bag of icons.
Come on.
You can go and ask the whole world where they got their style from. That's you, that's us, God's time, and he never gets the time right. I guess we're just some ticking time bombs, we soon blow. I can make my world come true.
Hey, I love that. Come on with the transition. Versatility at its finest.
My dreams are times when it's all around, with a smile upon my face. I can see a better place. Doesn't matter what may come my way. Believe me now, I'll win someday.
Ooh, that was dope. I love that. Yes, and it was forever a superhero in our hearts. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. It was for him. Okay. I love that. Okay, so let's quickly talk about Stormzy with Superheroes. I thought he did a phenomenal job with this track, and this was genius at its finest, and I'm not going to rate it. I've come to the realization that I never can rate anything that Stormzy does, because he is so gifted and he is so genius. And like I said, I love how he approaches his tracks. He is so philosophical, and now I'm gonna have to start placing him in that category, with the likes of Akala, Mike Righteous, and Low Key, because of the type of dynamic that he brings to rap and the way his flow and his cadence and everything. Like, I feel like I kind of like left him off when I thought about like the Holy Trinity, and speaking of like basically the UK artists, but now I think I can like transition that into like a Mount Rushmore of rappers, and I would probably say it would be like Low Key, Akala, Mike Righteous, and Stormzy would be up there next for me, because of how dope he is, how gifted he is, of how much of substance he speaks. He's so poetic when he comes to songs, especially when he gets in his bag and do tracks like this, and I love it. I love him for that. I think he's amazing. And then to see and to showcase that, how he's speaking, to see how he's speaking about and basically showcasing that not only can black men be superheroes, but black women can be superheroes too, as long as we put our minds to it. Because to put it in as a matter of factly, black people are just so dynamic in just the things that we have overcame, and just the struggles from not only like just from an American standpoint, but just a worldwide perspective through colonization and the conquering and just infiltrating of Africa, and then you have the transatlantic slave trade and just things like that, and just having to deal with racism on a daily basis, and then police brutality, and then just thinking that just because of the melanin in your skin that you're basically othered and ostracized and seen as less than. if you're just not lighter. And sometimes when you're lighter, it's brighter in people's eyes, and that's just not the case. People, beauty comes in all, and brains comes in all various shades and perspectives. It's just that people have to realize that it's 2020, and to realize that we're not living in the 1700s, the 1600s, and things like that, 1800s. But even then, it should have never been thought of as that way, which is crazy. Like, you can't even put it like, oh, it's 2020, that we shouldn't be thinking of things like this. It's like, no, we shouldn't have been thinking like this, period. Like, you shouldn't be thinking you're superior, period, in no time and age. Not 2020, 1990, not 1950, not 1940, so on, etc., going back like 800 BC. No time should there been somebody thinking that they're superior just because of the color of their skin, their features, or anything. And for that, I'm just like in awe of what Stormzy did on this track. I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. And with that, I have to take my hat off to him because he's just gifted and dope. So with that being said, let me know what you thought of Stormzy with Superheroes in the comments below. And with that being said, please be safe out there. Remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.